Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, a worthy trip under the sea? The reviews are coming in for the live-action Little Mermaid. Then, we are here to tell you sometimes about the latest trends, right? Well, do you know what coastal cowgirl is? Well, you're going to find out. And get ready to smile. The Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, our very own Aaron Schwab, will perform live. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
And we are live. We are live on this Tuesday. That feels like a Monday to me. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Audience, clap one more time for my sidekick sister. She's beautiful and talented. It's Kendra Mark, everyone.
Hi. Hello. Good morning.
Happy Monday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, happy Tuesday. I knew I was going to do that.
Yeah, it's
I
Tuesday.
knew I was going to do that, and I did it already. How you doing?
I'm doing just grand, but I'm very full of cheese and donuts.
Yeah. Kendall is full of cheese and donuts because executive producer Jeff and photographer Eric and I, we went to my hometown of Sweet Home, Chicago over the weekend, and we shot a lot of stories that you'll be seeing coming up soon on the show. More on that later. But we wanted to bring you and producer Ted back some items. Plus, they were part of a story that you will see. If you've ever driven, now for our folks in Seattle and other parts, it's about a 6-hour drive to Chicago. Or if you drive as fast as I did, 5 hours and 45 minutes.
But yeah, 5:50.
5:50. But I didn't drive that fast yesterday. Anyway, so we drove. There's nothing, when you're driving to Chicago, there's a couple things you're going to see. Adult bookstores, and you're going to see a good smattering of those with the most lovely names.
Yep.
Sensations. You know what I mean?
Stores.
Yeah. My favorite, Sensual Secrets. That was my favorite, yeah.
Yes.
There's sensual stores, and then there are cheese shops.
Yep.
All over the place. There's just nothing but cheese shops. So every stop, there's either a Burger King, a sex store, and then cheese shop.
Yep.
Anyway, so we went to not a sex store, but we went to a cheese shop. And it was the Chalet in DeForest.
Not DeForest.
No.
DeForest.
And that led to a thing that you'll also see. That anyway, so we walk into this cheese store, and these two teenagers were working. God bless them. They put up with us. And photographer Eric he's one of a kind. And he goes up to I go up to the counter and I go, hello. I go, hello, Tracy, Tiffany. I said, what's your most popular cheese here at the Chalet? And the Tiffany said, our 7-year-old aged cheddar. And I said, lovely. I said, now, it comes in a big hunk. And I said, well, I have a car of people. How can we do this? Can you cut it? And she goes, we don't slice here at the Cheese Chalet.
Oh, gotta nibble on it like a squirrel?
She goes, we don't slice, but we can cube it.
Oh.
And and so then my photographer Eric was right behind me, and Eric pops up and he goes, so let me get this straight. You can cube cheese, but you can't slice it. And the woman goes, yeah. So he said, okay, go ahead and cube that bad boy up. So we cubed it up. So we got that. We got a whole bunch of cheese. We got garlic and dill curds for Kendall.
Yep.
We got whips. Like not just string cheese, but they were whips.
They're cherry whips.
Not whips from the sex store. I'm talking about the
No, that was next door.
Cheese
remember?
whips, yeah. I want to be clear. But
Have you ever been in one of those stores? I was just curious. I was just asking. It was just a question.
How dare you? I would never, ever step foot in one of those stores. You mean like Naughty But Nice in my hometown of Michigan City, Indiana?
Yes, like that?
The minute I turned 18, of course I have. Yeah. No. But it was lovely. Way more stories coming up. You'll see some of these, the fruit of our labor as the summer goes on. more. But did you enjoy your cheese gift?
It was delicious. I preferred the white cheddar cheese. They were
Yes.
the cheese curds of
Yeah.
the white cheddar.
You can't go wrong with the original.
Oh, so
Plus, we
good.
got her donuts. By the way, we'll be talking about the donuts later. We did a Chicago donut taste test. You'll be seeing all that. But right now, let's worry about today. Leo, roll it. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Sweet home. Sweet home, Chicago. Early reactions are in for the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. So last night was a big premiere. Stars were on the red carpet. I'm sorry, the blue carpet. And before we show you some of the early reviews, here's just look at a little bit of the movie.
You broke the rules. You went to the above world.
A man was drowning. I had to save him.
This obsession with humans has to stop.
I just want to know more about them. Ariel, don't!
Poor child.
I can help you. You can't live in that world unless you become a human yourself.
Is that even possible?
That's what I live for.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
She got legs, you idiot.
A little bit of the trailer there. So, Halle Bailey is Ariel. Melissa McCarthy, you saw there, as Ursula. The critics were mixed on it. Now, other than critics, I saw regular folks that were there that really liked it. But so let's start on the good side. One critic said it was fantastic and Halle is perfect. Another said it's Disney's best live-action adaptation to date. And they've done a lot. They've done some good ones and they've done some bad ones. But it wasn't all great. One person said charming, but incredibly spotty. Another said endearing, but uneven. Look, I mean, that's not horrible. Mm-hmm. The folks that I read echoed the first person that this is the best in a long time. Mm-hmm. Like my favorite, I think, live action Disney is The Jungle Book. I think Jon Favreau's Jungle Book, it was one of the first two.
Really
fantastic. Good. I'm one of the rare ones. I liked Beauty and the Beast. Mm-hmm. I liked Emma Watson as Belle. I like Aladdin was okay for me. Mm-hmm. Lion King was not good. No, Lion King was not good.
I liked Lion
No,
King.
they were too photorealistic. It wasn't, no.
Too much?
Too much. It's like a nature documentary.
Everything I've read, too, has been all rave reviews about Halle Bailey and Melissa McCarthy specifically, is that they love the cast. And it feels good, but the original movie just had so much gusto and so much magic that it's hard to replicate, which you can't really harp on a movie for that. You knew it was a remake of a movie.
Yes.
You know,
it's a remake of a fairy tale that has been told many times in
a
variety of ways. Next in the dish, as season 1 of the Sherri Shepherd Show comes to a close, May is the end of the TV season. Sherri's cleaning house, girl. She's cleaning house. Bringing in her own people. 2 of the executive producers that Sherri held over from the Wendy Williams show they've been given the boot. David Perler and Suzanne Bass are out. Sherri said that she wants fresh energy. The decision wasn't a shock for David, who stuck around to help Sherri launch the new Sherri show. Suzanne was more of a sidekick for Wendy. If you remember, if you ever watched Wendy, Suzanne was right there during Hot Topics. But Sherri doesn't use that role anymore. So I get it. I really do. Mm-hmm. If you're new to a job like that, you want to bring in your own team of producers that get you, that know your rhythm, and that share your vision. And those 2 folks, talented as they may be, are from a different regime, a different host, with different sensibilities. I understand.
Right, and I think it always takes a while to get your sea legs under you.
Yes.
You know, so it's good to have those people that know how everything operates in the studio, but to your point, you just got to be done after a while. Like, 'cause she's not Wendy. She's a very different person.
And I'll say this until the cows turn green. It takes a couple years for any show to get its rhythm. It really does.
Right.
Thank you, Jeff, leading that clap. And to find your show's voice. Mm-hmm. I mean, we joked about this on the car trip. If you look at early episodes of this show, oh my God, it was a trash box. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, we literally, well, and it wasn't that bad, but we literally.
It couldn't have been that bad since we're still here.
We're still here, no. And we did really well right off the bat, but we basically sat in front of an aquarium. You know what I mean? It was like we had a fish behind us, and it was
a fish bowl?
That was it.
I missed that.
We did actually have that idea. When the show, remember that, Jeff? We had an idea that we'd put a fish, like, you know, the wall. Leo, take camera 6. This is called This Has Always Been Here.
I'm worried.
This has always been here, not this.
Not this.
But this.
This.
This has been called the Chotsky Wall. Anyway, we had an idea. I think it was our boss, Marion Mim Davies. She goes, I have a great, thank you, Leo, for taking the beauty shot of the Chotsky Wall. But Marion Mim Davies had an idea of getting an aquarium and putting one fish in there. And we would just keep checking on the fish, and I go, oh, God, no. I said, what's going to happen is that damn thing's going to die, and then we're going to have to keep replacing it like Lassie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, kids are going to be upset. Oh, the fish from Jason died. You know, and I'm like, no, it's setting us up for disaster.
I mean, we have fake plants in here.
Yeah.
We are not keeping little animals alive.
Yeah, the only two, everything's fake on this set. The only two things alive, Leo, take camera 6. Okay, well, no, not this. This is alive.
I'm alive.
Now, Leo, take 5. And I'm alive.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
And you have to feed and water us.
And the audience is alive, actually. Yeah. We have a lot more to come, but first, as we go to break, some audience selfies from last week. Get your tickets to be part of our studio audience. Head to eventbrite.com, search The Jason Show. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back. My buddy Sarah Rogers coming up. 2 of my favorite ladies, 3 of my, well, you're always my favorite, but 2 of my favorite ladies on the show. Sarah Rogers is here. Erin Schwabarini's here. Yeah. And Erin brushed her hair. She's all fancy today. That's right. Well, and to be clear, Erin looks nice every day. I'm just saying, yeah. Welcome back. The writers, you guys know this, are still on strike, but but there's one show that's not on strike. It's called Not Late Enough with Ted Johnson. Wow, the audience is starting to groan already at that. Now, Ted's show was new over the weekend, and well, luckily for us, we have a connection to that show, and that's our Late Night Rewind.
The Kentucky Derby was also this weekend, and believe it or not, this is crazy. 6 of the horses are related to the late great Secretariat. Oh. Yeah. Let's just hope they didn't hook up at the after party. I hope they gave them the memo. Don't hook up with that horse, that horse, that horse, or that horse. In a move to bring more tourists to Saudi Arabia, the country says LGBTQ travelers will now be allowed in the country. Yeah, that's crazy. And to show he's serious, the Crown Prince says drag brunch will be allowed in prison. It's a bold move. Very welcoming from him.
No, audience. Please, save your applause for later. That's right. If the writers are watching, please let's help settle this. Next in the dish, we will have to wait a little bit longer for Brittany's new book, billed as a brutally honest memoir. Brit's publisher has pressed the pause button over concerns from some A-listers. According to the U.S. Sun, that pillar of journalism, Britney Spears, the Simon & Schuster, that's the publisher, received some strongly worded legal letters from celebs who worry about what's in Brit's book. So Britney agreed to write the book after signing a $15 million deal. No word from the publisher on when the book may actually now be ready to hit shelves. What does she have in this?
Juicy
and
gossip?
Think about all of she grew up in that late 90s pop music revival.
Yes.
All the dirty, pervy Mervies that were around. I mean, you know, the boy bands have talked about it. You know what I mean?
The higher-ups, not the band members.
Not the band members, but the higher-ups. I'm sure she has dirt to spread around on everybody.
On everybody. It's spring planting season, and she's just planting all the little turnips, and they're all going to spring up in the fall. It's going to be great.
But, okay, yeah. But I said this when this was announced. I think she should concentrate on her well-being, on her wellness, and not writing the book and not then going on a publicity tour. And I mean that. I don't know if she needs to be thrust back into to the limelight.
Right.
Until she's, until she feels great. I don't know. I know, thank you.
Maybe it'll be good for her though. Maybe writing all this down. Well,
Cathartic?
she's not writing it. She's a ghostwriter, but whoever she's working with, maybe that'll be cathartic for her and it'll be good. You know, I don't know.
Maybe. Next in the dish, sad news to report out of Hollywood. Christina Applegate said that she's basically done with on-camera work. Yeah, you guys know this. Christina was diagnosed with MS several years ago, and she told Vanity Fair that the past year in particular has been a real struggle. The disease, you guys know this, affects the central nervous system. She had been shooting Dead to Me at the time of the diagnosis. The show paused production so she could start treatment, and then she went back to it. She finished that last season. Christina said, though, that she's still going to be doing voiceover work to make money. There's two sides to this. It breaks my heart for her because I love her. We were discussing this weekend. She came up out of the blue. I think she is so underrated. I think Christina Applegate is so good. But also, I love her brutal honesty about it. You know, she's not trying to sugarcoat it.
She does not
like
care.
Michael J. Fox, you know, he's like, this is very hard on a daily basis, and she's doing the same thing. I think that does a lot of good.
She said in the interview, she's like, and people always are coming up to me with all these suggestions of why don't you go on the treadmill? She's like, why don't you mess off?
Yeah.
I'm going to sit in bed because it makes me feel good, and this is miserable. I mean, in her own
People
way.
are telling her to go on a treadmill?
Yeah, people are like, well, why don't you stay active? That's supposed to help you. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm miserable and sick, and just let me be.
Yeah, let her, yeah, oh my God, no,
Right?
people, don't tell someone like that in a condition in her state right now to get on a treadmill.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She's like, and she said even getting in the shower is really difficult for me. I'm scared because I might fall. My shower's glass. What happens if it crashes on me?
What is wrong with people? Mind your business. You know what I mean?
Bye.
Mind your business. Now, yeah, I mean, you don't know her reality, for heaven's sake. Next in the dish, fans of the show Don't Be Tardy are sad this morning.
For the party.
They got good, decent ratings. The two stars of Bravo's hit splitting up. Kim Zolciak, who rose to fame on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and her former NFL star husband, Chotsky Biermann, have called Croy. That's right, Croy. Have called it quits. They've been together for 11 years, have 4 children together, in addition to 2 daughters from her previous relationships. And we found this out after, at the same time, it was revealed the couple owes millions of dollars in unpaid taxes. Well, $1 million in unpaid taxes as well. But this is look, I remember watching Atlanta. I remember the episode where they met. It was at a gala, it was at a charity event. I thought that I think they were the real deal. This was a surprise to me because Troy was fiercely protective of her. They just seemed like a real couple, even with all the drama, because drama swirls around her. And I felt that he was like a sturdy tree that could help her.
Help with the
horrible
roots.
Analogy, but I'm just saying, yeah.
His roots runneth deep.
I'm just saying, reality shows wreak havoc on relationships and friendships. I thought maybe this one could survive, but I guess not.
I had asked you this because I remember watching the early seasons of Housewives. This is not the man who she did not name in all those shows.
No, that's Papa. That's
Big Papa
Big
and
Papa.
Papa.
Big Papa. Yeah, they never. Nene kept trying to get her to name.
I know, Nene was so close.
Nene so wanted her to name who Big Papa was. No, but a good memory. Big Papa was her man at the beginning of Housewives.
And then she met Croy.
And then she met Croy. Yeah.
Okay.
Big Papa. Oh, Nene and Kim.
Such a good name.
Some of the best reality. I say it all the time. Some of the best reality show ever. Shut up, wig. Yeah. Next on the dish. Meg Ryan made a rare appearance last week to support, we just talked about Michael J. Fox, to support her longtime friend Michael J. and his new documentary on the on Apple TV. And the picture nearly broke the internet. This is Meg's first time being photographed since November, and fans' comments couldn't believe what Meg looked like. While some people were critical of her looks, many fans came to her defense. Meg is 61. You know, this is the thing with this. You know, we don't body shame on this show for a variety of reasons. I have empathy and compassion for Meg Ryan being in that business. You know what I mean? You're 61. You're really not allowed to just age. I mean, a few do it unapologetically. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis talks about that. But others feel the pressure. You put it really well in our meeting. They want you to look 45 forever.
Forever and ever. Madonna said that very famously recently when Piers Morgan had said something about how I thought Halloween was in October when they showed a picture of her, and she was like, ageism and misogyny are just run rampant here. I'm not going to look 45 forever, and we just need to stop celebrating that that's what women should look like.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And then these women feel that pressure. And it affects them.
They feel the pressure, then they end up doing that because the other side of the coin is, what makes me sad is she doesn't need to do that. You know what I mean? She doesn't need, Courtney Cox, there's been a whole bunch of, has been open about reversing the fillers and stuff. Because you don't, and now Courtney looks, Courtney looks fantastic, and I don't want to comment on a woman's looks, but my point is, I'm commenting because I'm coming from a place of, I'm trying to be kind.
Right.
Meg doesn't need to do that to herself.
No.
And it makes me sad that she feels the pressure that she needs to do that. You know, because it's not, it doesn't make her look good. You know what I mean? It doesn't, I mean, if she would just, I don't know, because I love Meg. I'm also a huge fan, so it makes me sad that if we're putting our own stuff on her, but if she is doing it for pressure, makes me sad. Makes me sad.
Absolutely, because it's Hollywood and the people that are smarmy and gross that make you feel the need to do it, and then will attack you once you do. And that's what's sad.
Darned if you do, darned if you won't. Next on the dish, Kendra Wilkinson is trying to turn the page from her Playboy Mansion days, just like me. The trailer.
You and me both.
It's about time, I know. The trailer for the new season, I didn't know there was a first season. Kendra Sells Hollywood is out, and I know you've been waiting for this. Look.
It's my house I'm gonna sell.
That does not look like a house.
I've got my spot. Oh my God, I got a listing. Now, I've got to earn it. I'm still looking to sell my first house.
I think everyone's feeling the pressure right now.
Jacqueline is new to the team. She's Michael's girlfriend. She thinks that I have something for her boyfriend.
I don't know, I just don't want any, bad blood.
What are you doing? Don't talk to her.
I'm some Playboy girl forever, desperate for fame, wanting to sell a house. That's the story.
I've known you as a playmate. How can I really put my confidence in you?
Have you interviewed other agents?
We have.
At what point am I going to be good enough? I haven't made $1. I'm struggling really bad.
The agent's going to call at any minute about whether the buyers are signing our deal or not.
That is as fake as my attempts to date women in the 90s.
Should have done that.
I'm just going to sit here because I'm just going to. The new season hits Max because remember, they're changing their name to Max at the end of the month. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up, She is always on trend. Our friend Sarah Rogers from the Mall of America is back with the 411 on the trend Coastal Cowgirl. What is that? And our own Erin Schwab, the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, will perform live with a preview of her latest show. That and more when we come back. I told you she's here. One of my favorites. Education time. There's a new trend hitting social media just in time for the summer. Now, last summer, it was coastal grandmother.
Oh, what? No.
Well, I just know it's real. Erin, you wore some. Anyway, this year, it's Coastal Cowgirl. What the hell is that? We're going to find out. Give it up for Sarah Rogers from the Mall of America. Okay. I said in our tease that there's anybody that knows trends, it's you. So let's start with the basic question. Dear Sarah, what is Coastal Cowgirl?
Coastal Cowgirl is a nod to coastal grandmother, right?
Okay.
But the coastal part of it means textures, beachy, flowy, easy breezy. Our own Erin is kind of coastal right now with her easy breezy top.
Yeah. And
that's right.
Sarah just inadvertently did a tease for a little bit later. You'll see Coastal Erin soon. That's right. No.
And then the Western piece of it means a nod to the Western vibe. You know, just a sprinkle of it though.
I was telling Sarah during the break, and you met them, my dear friends, the Brits. They were just at Stagecoach, and they wore all of this. I mean, literally, I feel like I'm in their closet right now. I do. Joe, Beth, I'm in your closet. Anyway, okay, so let's go. Let's look at some stuff.
I think, Jason, that cowboy boots are the easiest way to get in on this trend. Just simply by adding a cowboy boot to your outfit. And with this coastal cowgirl look, it's best to kind of stay to your personality and style, but just add one little element that speaks to this Western.
Yeah, you don't want to look like Sue Ellen on Dallas.
I mean,
that's right. I like that. It's like just a little
bit
Papa Cowboy.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't want to look costumey.
Yeah.
But you can do the embellished cowboy boots. These boots look great with the shorts. You can do the Canadian tuxedo and do two pieces that match.
I'm sorry, what? I'm
it's
sorry.
called the Canadian tuxedo when you're matching denim on top and the bottom.
I thought, remember in the 90s, we weren't supposed to match the denim.
I know, but you can do it now.
You know,
the rules are changing.
The rules are changing,
The rules are changing. And they don't have to match, but they can be complementary to it. You can do overalls. Like
They're
this
back,
from
Sarah.
Up West. I know.
Oh.
If you're looking for a great pair, these are from Up West. They're fabulous. I love how soft they are.
Remember, Sarah,
and they've
when
got an easy leg.
Remember when we used to put one strap off in the 90s? Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The denim skirt. So denim is the backbone of this trend if you want it to be. Okay. This is from Forever 21 with the little slit in it. But tops are a great way to get in on the trend. And there's a lot to choose from with the ditzy floral print. So it's a smaller floral print.
It's called ditzy?
Ditzy because it's tiny. The cow print. This is from the buckle.
Okay.
Gingham, ladies. We love that gingham.
Is that a top?
That's a little bustier.
Oh.
Now, what you can do with that can
Put it
go
under
the overalls here.
That's what the Brits did. I saw that at Stagecoach, yeah.
A little touch of eyelet. This is from Ever Eve.
Okay.
Or a wrap, just like our girl Erin is doing. And we're seeing a lot of that crochet, macrame, any of that kind of handmade detail. That really speaks to the coastal.
I love those colors.
Yes, me too. So fabulous. Embellishment. We know Beyonce has really rocked the cowboy hat, and embellishing. This one here is fabulous from Arula. Linen.
Oh.
Erin loves that store.
Erin loves that store. Okay.
Linen is a great way to speak to the coastal vibe of it. So if you put the linen shirt with the shorts, that would be the coastal piece of it, and then throw on your cowboy boots. That
and you
would be
got
fabulous.
it.
You've got it. You've nailed it. I think accessories are always a great way to go, though. Hats, belts. Here's a bag that's done in that crochet. Even a scarf.
God, the crochet's real big.
Really big. So many of the stores at the Mall of America are really into giving us options on that trend.
That's a little nod to the 60s, 70s, the crochet.
Yes. And scarves, this is from Altered State. Dresses, especially midi length.
Okay.
It's really good. This white dress is from Old Navy. You see how we put the dress and the cardigan? That's our beachy vibe.
Okay.
Now add the cowboy boots and we've got the Western touch to it. So that's how we get that coastal cowgirl.
Is there the coast? Is there? I've noticed. So the Western touch is in across most fashion, not just coastal, but the Western look is just a hot look in general.
It is.
Okay. The elements of it.
And cowboy boots have been around. They're extremely popular. They're not really new. It's now just how you spin it.
Yeah.
So again, like we said earlier, we don't want to look costumey with it. So that's why you want to add just a little touch of it. It'll go a long way.
Yeah, you ain't Sue Ellen. I mean, not everybody's Sue Ellen Ewing. Yeah.
It could be you put on just a simple outfit and add the bag.
Oh, that's
because of the fringe detail. This is from the buckle. Isn't that great?
That is great. Let me see. Can I see the back? Look at that. Oh.
With the cowhide there.
I'm loving this.
So this jacket, this leather jacket, this sumptuous leather jacket is from Banana Republic. I would not do these two things together. That's too much.
See, that's too yeah, again.
Yes.
Sue Ellen at the Ewing barbecue. Yeah, no.
You've got a statement piece here and a statement piece here. You only need one exclamation point.
Yeah.
So that's the way we can do it. And dresses, look for fun necklines. This one is from the Lucky Store. But look for fun necklines, square necklines, corset inspired. Yellowstone is also influencing this trend. Think of Beth.
Thank you.
And
think
how
of Beth.
fabulous she was.
I'm loving it.
And this print here from dress, fabulous.
Beautiful.
From Ever Eve. Just a pair of cowboy boots, you're done.
You're done. And we're done. Give it up for my buddy Sarah. All of these items you can find when you visit the Mall of America. Go visit them. You'll probably see me there. We're going to take a break. Give it up for Sarah Rogers, everybody. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Aaron Schwab next. Thank you, Sarah. This is great. I love this look, man. I love this. Welcome back. Here's proof that we checked the emails throughout the show. Executive producer Jeff said an eagle-eyed viewer just noticed that I'm wearing the exact same thing from yesterday's show. No, I did not sleep here. That show yesterday was pre-recorded, so thank you, Welcome back. Many of you are always on the lookout for new shows to binge, and there's a show that I'm loving right now that you may have never heard of. It airs on HBO, and it streams on HBO Max, and it's what I call a slow burn show, meaning, it takes a while for people to discover it, but that I think is fun. Bridget Everett in Somebody Somewhere. Look.
What is that?
It's your birthday cake.
Looks like a cow patty.
Just saw Mom.
Your husband left you, and you never even had a husband.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pull into a semi in about 5 minutes. There really is something to be said for going it alone. Really?
You've always been alone. You're good at it or used to it or whatever.
So the show just started its second season on HBO. As I said, Bridget Everett, she's a woman that returns to her hometown in Kansas. She's going through a midlife crisis. Her sister just passed away. She's dealing with her mom, who she has a very complicated relationship with. There's drama with her sister. It has a very Poop Creek vibe to it in the way of the pacing, kind of the characters. The first season, listen to this, has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
And it's they've dropped 3 episodes of its second season. This is why I wanted to bring this to you, because A, it's really good. But this is another example that I told you a few minutes ago, where it does sometimes take shows a little bit to find their voice, to lean into the actors after a while, like, oh, this is, let's go this direction. The second season of the show has found its groove. And look, in the first season wasn't bad either. But you are really loving these. That's her best friend in the town, who is just fantastic. Their relationship is one of the joys of the show. But it really is kind of like, the road less traveled. What happens when you move away from your hometown for a while and you come back and you live in a small town? That's that's her sister right there, who's hysterical. But the reason I wanted to talk about it now is because, and I'm going to put this mildly. The second episode of the second season has a scene in it, and I'm not being Jason. I really mean, Colin and I laughed to the point where I couldn't breathe.
What?
I'm not joking. There is a scene that all I will say is, because we're a breakfast show, it is reminiscent of the dress scene
in Bridesmaids.
In Bridesmaids, and we were laughing. I'm not kidding. I was almost choking. I was laughing so hard. It is so brilliantly shot, edited, acted, and it's so real and relatable that it's episode 2 of season 2. It's at the very end. I'm not overselling this. You will look. It's a little bit of potty humor, no pun intended. But if you will turn into a 10-year-old boy or girl laughing at this, because it's just a good belly laugh that you need. Overall, though, the show is fantastic. It's called Somebody Somewhere. It's available to stream right now on HBO Max, soon to be called Max. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Little music for your Tuesday. Welcome back. I got to intro you first. Who? You Stephanie Hansen?
Moved away.
I'm kind of out of the light there. Hi, everybody. Our next guests are family. She's the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, and he's her Barry Manilow. Give it up. That's right.
Yeah.
Give it up for the one and only Aaron Schwab and Jay Fuchs, everybody.
That's right. I'm just here, just like trending in my coastal wear.
Are you wearing coastal cowgirl?
I mean, I'm not wearing coastal cowgirl. I think it's more coastal like grandma, because it does have sort of a Golden Girls vibe to it.
Can I give you? No, you know what I'm going to say, and you're gonna love this. You know what vibes it's giving me?
What?
Lainey Kazan Beaches.
I love
That's
Lainey
right.
Kazan. I'm aging into Lainey Kazan. That's where I'm
Google
going.
it. 17 people got
I'm
that
heading
reference.
into Lainey Kazan right now.
Yeah. What are we doing? No, I mean I know what we're doing, but what show are? What's your new show? Talk about your show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, sure. Okay, so Jay and I are going to be doing a Mother's Day show.
Okay.
We're doing a show. There it is. There we are. Gorgeous
That's
as
it
we
right
are.
there.
Yep. On May 14th, Sunday, May 14th, which is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But also, if you don't want to celebrate Mother's Day, it's also like just an awesome day in spring. So like you can celebrate that day or the other day. We don't care.
Exactly.
But you can come out to Crooners. We're going to be in the Belvedere tent, the beautiful Belvedere outdoor tent overlooking Moore Lake, where more ice has melted than not. It's true.
Historic Moore Lake.
Historic Moore Lake.
That's right.
It's right. And you should come now because there's no bugs. It's great.
Now, sometimes, Aaron, sometimes you do naughty shows. I would assume that because this is a Mother's Day, the naughty will be in the back seat. Am I right?
No.
Okay,
We
I was
just
just saying,
put it in the title. You know, my original graphic did say Naughty or Nice Mother's Day, and I showed it to a few people, and they were like, no, this is a terrible idea.
It may give them a wrong impression.
Well, it went to a little bit more sort of stripper than not at that point. Like, we weren't sure. Like, moms can be saucy too, you guys. Hello.
And moms can be strippers. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah. Okay, and here's the deal. Before Aaron sings, I say this to the studio audience when people don't know Aaron and Jay. Hi, Jay. Hi. When people don't know Aaron and Jay, people always all the time say, hey, I have girlfriends in town. What should I do with them? And I said, you go see Aaron Schwaberini because she's fantastic, and Jay as well. Aww. Yeah, seriously. Okay.
Hey, Jay wanted you to know he's wearing his coastal cowgirl as well.
Oh, Jay's doing coastal cowgirl as well.
That's
yeah.
Right. He's been living coastal cowgirl for years, you guys. Years.
What are we singing, friend?
We're gonna, like we said, there's a lot of different sort of mom songs,
yeah.
right? Or songs inspired or with the word mom in them, right?
Yeah.
Mama. There's a lot of them. Like Your Mama Don't Dance, Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll.
Mama
or,
Song, Boys to Men.
Sure, Mama Song, Boys to Men. We've
Yeah.
thought of many of them. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to wear cowgirl.
Be coastal cowgirls.
But today we're going to do a show tune, right? Because I want to make sure everybody knows it's not going to just be like, let's just sit around and all have a lot of feelings, right? We're going to have
fun.
It's an Aaron Schwab show.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
So what is the song? You never did tell me.
It's a show tune from the musical Chicago, and I'm going to start it now.
Oh, bye everybody.
Bye.
Aaron Schwab and Jay Fuchs.
I'm going to sing the name of the song in just a minute. That's all. Are you ready, sir? Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother. Oh, hen. That's what we're going to say. I love them all and all of them love me. Because the system works. The system called reciprocity. That's right. We've got all kinds of mamas in our show right now. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu. Spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. The folks atop the ladder are the ones the world adores. So boost me up that ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama's stroking you. Are we ending it now? Let's go back to the top. Great. Why not? I don't know how much time we have. Oh, let's end it. It's better that way. So what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? It's kind of awkward to do this with you, but it's good. When you're good to mama. It's just like at the truck stop, right? It's good. Sensational sensations. Mama's good to
Aaron Schwab, Jay Fuchs. Mother's Day, Cabaret, Sunday at 4. For tickets, go to croonersloungemn.com. Aaron and Jay will sing us out a little bit later, but right now, a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
It's a mother of a show.
Aaron and Jay, get tickets. We'll be singing us out in a little bit. But right now, it is time for the shortest segment. People who use the Waze app for navigation, do you use it?
No.
Oh. Have a new option. Thanks, Kendall. When it comes to voices, watch.
Speed trap reported ahead. Exit right is what I would tell you if you had to exit right. What you do? Tour the world with us when you activate the Jonas Brothers experience on Waze.
Wow, and they look thrilled. You can now have the Jonas Brothers give you directions and warn you of road hazards. They teamed up with Waze to promote their new album. The voice option, thank goodness, is available now.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment. We're so thrilled. Very. Welcome back. Our remaining moments with Aaron and Jay. Before that, though, tomorrow, another good friend of ours, Colleen Lindstrom, returns to talk parenting. She's on a mission to make moms and dads feel okay about being okay. Yeah. Just okay, not perfect. That's tomorrow. Okay, again, get tickets to see Aaron and Jay for the Mother's Day show. Only partial nudity. Yeah, tickets are available.
Also, you know what? I'm going to sing. It is my pleasure as a vocalist to be able to sometimes sing moms their very first Mother's Day lullaby. So this is Kendall's Baby's First. Here you go. You ready? Baby mine, don't you cry. Baby mine, dry your eyes. close to my heart, never to part, baby of mine. From your head down to your toes, you're not much, goodness knows. But you're so special to me, sweet as can be, baby of mine. Woo! Happy first Mother's Day, Kendall.